How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. I'm your host, Jesse Morgan, aka Slammerella, and we finally got in the Metalhead box for June 2021, and it is a freaking tall boy today. It's a big box, and it's been delayed a little bit, but I think we'll be happy when we see the contents of this box, because it's pretty cool, and it's the first time I've ever got one of these items in a box. So, without too much more rambling, let's get into this. So, the first item is a hat. Check it out. It's a dad hat with Velcro back, adjustable backing, 100% cotton, so make sure you don't throw this in the dryer. But yeah, it's with the death metal band, death thrash band, Master. Pretty cool. These guys have been around forever. They've been around since 1983. They came out of Illinois originally and later on settled in Czechia, so that's pretty cool. It's near my friend Andy Toxic, so that's pretty cool. You got Master near you now. They have like 14 albums, 2 EPs, and a bunch of demos and splits. You like this style of metal, you'll definitely have a lot to dive into, so it's pretty sweet. I don't really wear hats anymore. Kind of really weird on my head, but I don't know, maybe I'll get into hats again. We'll see. This weather in Canada is definitely not something I'm used to having. It's been pretty close to 30 degrees Celsius for the last few weeks, and it's been hot and humid and raining a lot. So April and July, I don't know why, but here we are. So anyways, that's pretty cool. Got a nice dad hat. Next up is something pretty cool as well. There we go. If that'll focus. We'll take it out of the bag though. This is the Mad Butcher pin from Destruction's second album that came out in 1987. This, of course, is the mirror reflection of the Mad Butcher. And as he's looking at himself in the mirror, he's got this crazy evil grin on his face and wild look with the blood-stained cleaver. Pretty cool. I find a lot of thrash bands do that, like mirror reflection of an evil person. I know Hazard did it, and I feel like maybe Megadeth did it at one point too, especially the Sweating Bullets theme. So yeah, pretty cool. We got the Mad Butcher in there, an early cut from Destruction. Great German thrash, started in 1983. Again, 16 albums, 4 EPs, and a bunch of demos and splits. So if you like Destruction, there's a hell of a lot of back catalog to go through and check out. Their earlier stuff is obviously a little more dated, but also a classic. So really cool to get that in there. I'll be throwing that on my collection of pins, which I kind of just keep up on my shelf in the main room. Not this room, but the main room. Alright, next, I know you're all wondering what the shirt is for this month, and I got a nice thrash crossover shirt from a band called High Command. Now let me show you this. This is really cool. There we go. There's a close look up for it. It took me a while to figure out the logo for some reason, because I haven't actually heard of this band prior to this. So here we go for the thumbnail. But yeah, really cool shirt. Down at the bottom it says "Into Darkness We Ride." Now I did look up these guys, and they come from Massachusetts, USA, so they're a States crossover thrash band that started in 2016. They most recently put out an EP December 4th of 2020, so pretty close to 2021, called Everlasting Torment. It's got 2 tracks on there, 2.5 maybe, because they got a split in between the second song, so maybe 3 songs on there. But yeah, so I'm assuming the track is related to this somehow. But yeah, they also have a full-length album to check out. It's really good. And another EP besides Everlasting Torment before the first album, I believe. But yeah, make sure you check out High Command. I enjoyed what I listened to of it before this video, and this shirt's pretty sweet. I like the armored warrior there on his crazily spiked steed. And then, of course, the skulls and blood and everything. Very metal. Very, very, very cool. I really dig this design. So cheers, Metalhead box. I am definitely going to have to get some high command in the future. Alright, moving on to the last bonus item in here. Before we get onto the CDs, we got a Warbringer signature, and I love Warbringer. They're an amazing thrash metal band out of the States. This one, of course, is John Cavill. Wild as ever looking there. Very, very commanding dude. Cool pick of him and signature. I'll definitely have to find a frame for this one so I can put it up near my Toxic Holocaust one as well. Sweet to get this in this box. Really, really enjoy Warbringer. Alright, moving on to the CDs in here and the bands. First one up is a prog thrash band out of Sweden, so you know you're getting some quality shit here. This is Paranorm with their first album, Empyrean, that came out February 26th of 2021. Let's take it out of the cellophane and check out the inside. I gave it a quick listen before opening the box, of course. It is very talented, very noodly, very groovy and stuff like that. Not too up your ass with the prog, at least not from the tracks I heard. I'm not really huge into prog death or prog thrash or any prog elements. It seems they add too much complication and take away some of the primal groove factor, and sometimes prog just gets lost on me. But this is something worth checking out for sure. I enjoyed the vocals, I enjoyed the guitaring and drumming. This will probably not disappoint. And don't be put off by the prog label. You will more than likely enjoy the hell out of this. Now, these guys started in 2008. Besides this, they've got 2 EPs to check out as well. So if you do like it, there's a little bit more material. And it came out on Redefining Darkness Records. So if you recognize that label at all, it might spike your interest. Really, really cool album cover art. Kind of psychedelic, kind of spacey. Kind of somewhat reminds me of that Forbidden album for some reason, of the 2 skulls swirling around each other. Not sure why it reminds me of that, but yeah, really, really cool artwork. And I actually dug the music quite a bit, so cheers for that, Metalhead box. And the last album in here is an album from a Canadian project called Wreck-Defy, or Wreck-Defy. But yeah, I think they're trying to go for that wordplay with Wreck-Defy. This is their first album, Fragments of Anger, that came out in 2017. Can't find too much of this on YouTube, and this album seems to be more of a high-pitched, cartoony-esque destruction vocals. Their second album, which is Remnants of Pain, has more melodic creator vocals, which I enjoy a little bit more. The vocals on this isn't too bad though. If you're new to thrash, you might not enjoy it too much, especially if you're like a slam or a black metal fan. This might take a bit of getting used to. Maybe check out Remnants of Pain instead of Fragments of Anger. I dig the white and green and black. I like those combinations. Really, really cool and contrasting colors. The artwork's neat. You will see that character on the front on the second album as well. And then for the third album, it's this kind of crazy blue thing going on right here. But yeah, so Remnants of Pain came out in 2019, and then their third album, Powers That Be, came out in 2020, so pretty recently. They've got some newer stuff, as well as this one from 2017. Again, the vocals from this album are probably not as great as the second album's one. This one might take a little bit of getting used to if you're listening to it. Again, coming from black metal or death metal or stuff like that. So maybe check out Remnants of Pain if you're not too sure about this project, because I don't want you to steer away from good Canadian thrash. Also, the vocalist from this was also an Alpha Kill, which I believe I got an album from. Yeah, I got their Unmitigated Disaster album. So pretty cool that I've got some related projects going on here from the Metalhead box. Thanks again, Metalhead box, for putting this in this box. Cool to get some more Canadian thrash metal. And that is it for this box. Couple of cool CDs. A nice signature from the dude from Warbringer. Awesome Mad Butcher patch from Destruction. Of course, this Master Dad hat. And again, High Command, which I'm stoked is in here. I'm glad the Metalhead box threw this in so I could check them out and find a new sick crossover thrash band. But yeah, lots of goodies to check out in the future and try to hunt down when I get the extra money. And yeah, really good box this month. I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. Although I don't really wear dad hats anymore, I would probably prefer a patch. Still pretty cool that we got a master hat in here. We'll see what I do with it. I might just keep it regardless. If not, you'll see it in the Metalhead box trade group on Facebook. Anyways, that's it for me. This will probably be the last Metalhead box you see on this channel for quite a while. I will do another video explaining why and exactly what I'm doing instead of the Metalhead box. And this episode of the Metalhead box was brought to you by Bang. Not sponsored, but Bang, please sponsor me. It's great. This one is Strawberry Blast with the American flag on it. Cheers. For glory, for the rebellion, Slammerella out. Oh, dear Lord, it's sweaty in here.